There we go. Did I fix that? Okay. Okay. Hi. Sorry, I was trying to make sure everything's all done, dude. Okay, our work of the day. Looks so cute. I wanted to talk about this whole Titanic submarine thing that's going on because I haven't commented on it yet. But I have been watching the situation. Not really like watching it the whole time because I have my thoughts on it. But I do want to talk to you guys about it because I just think it's really wild. Really wild. Like just the way things are coming out and what things are coming out, when they're coming out. You know, it's weird, okay? It's weird. A lot of weird situations going on. Like that whole, there's a lot of weird going on. A lot of weird stuff. Um, yeah, like that whole dad on Father's Day and his 3 boys, that whole thing, that was weird. A lot of weird stuff going on. But I hope you're doing well. Please hit the like because it's free and it means a lot to me. Happy first official day of summer. It is summer officially now. The king is enjoying his summer. I'm so happy for that. He was a little sad yesterday because he's such a sweetheart. He gave everybody 1,000 hugs and made sure, you know, that they knew how special they are. And I'm just fortunate that he's such a baller, such a good dude. Yeah, we're going to talk about all this stuff going on. Holy moly. Like this whole Titanic thing and it being named Titan, I know that's going to be my weird brain, like doing its weird thing and making all these strange connections. But I don't know. I just keep hearing all these different things, and my brain is like, why is this coming out at this time? And then this is happening, and then this and this and this, okay? So what's up, turds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dame. Welcome to, or welcome back to, my channel. I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. If you haven't already, please hit the like. It really means a lot. So yes, we're going to discuss Titan, which is also a moon from where? Jupiter, right? Isn't that one of Jupiter's moons? Correct me if I'm wrong. Now I'm going to double check because I swear if I'm pretty sure it's Jupiter's moon. One of Jupiter's many moons. Titan is the moon of which one is it? It's the moon of what? Where is it from? Okay, so listen. First of all, we have Titan and this situation going on, right? And it's the moon of what? Okay, Jupiter say, like, for example, well, what else just came out? All this stuff about the aliens is coming out, right? All this stuff about that just happens to be dropping around now. And then we hear about this Titan, and I don't know, the whole circumstance is very strange to me. Very strange timing, and you guys know the world is always working in mysterious ways, and I really do believe that. Okay, so let's talk about the whole submarine and Titanic thing first, and this Titan sub, and then we'll go on to all the weird connections after that, okay? Because I know that some of you are just like, none of it's going to make sense until you know the story about what's going on, okay? And I don't know, it's weird. Human beings are so weird. The fact that this story is a story, the fact that people were following it hour by hour, oof, that makes me shudder to think that people were anticipating the moment that they knew would be a certain moment in this whole story, which is like, I get it. It's a very sad circumstance. It's a very alarming circumstance. By the way, we're looking at some paintings too. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys look so swell. Thank you so much for hanging out for just that little bit. You know, it means the world to me. So, okay. I know that some people also will not care as much because these people have the money, okay? Like the big bucks, okay? Like the big Daddy Warbucks money, okay? And because it costs like 2,200, 2,500,000 or whatever to even get onto this sub to go see the Titanic, right? To go see the Titanic because it's only made it to even go see very few times. Heck yeah. So whether it's for rich people or not, like these are still people. I do believe that. I'm of that mindset of like these are still people. People are still people. Like just because maybe they were born into a rich family, who knows? You never know, okay? But I'm not one to judge. So to each their own. It doesn't change the fact that they're still human beings up in that situation that are real human beings, okay? So recently, an experimental sub has caught everyone's attention. And the thing is these people, they did know the risks. They were well aware. They read the paperwork. They had to read it. And everybody keeps making it a point to say that, you know, the word passing away, da da da, was on the front page like multiple times, okay? They knew the risks. But don't people always know the risks? It's kind of like side effects or whatever with like a medication. People are like, yeah, side effect, whatever. Who cares, right? Like, just give me whatever medicine I need, blah, blah, blah. Side effects. Who cares? It's kind of like that, right? Everybody knows the risks, right? But people still do things knowing the risks. People will still do it, okay? And the thing is there's no other sub really that can go to these depths. And this sub couldn't even make it to these depths. That's the problem. These subs can't even make it this low. This is not safe. This seems like a major scam, and then this is no bueno. This whole situation, like I get it. The Titanic is such an amazing piece of history. It is a vessel caught in the sands of time, and to some people that is very significant. I guess, I guess, significant enough to pay that much. Like that's a lot of money, honey. That's a lot of money, honey. To be even just to get on the sub, right? They're saying this sub. Normally subs only hold a couple people. First of all, let's go over that, okay? Normally subs only have like 2 or 3 spots, right? That's about it. But these subs had 5 spots, okay? They were like minivans, they said, and there's no other real subs out there like this because there's a reason why they're not safe, okay? I'm gonna start with the obvious, okay? Just because they have money and they chose to use it and chose to use it on an adventure doesn't mean that they are not human. Doesn't mean that they're not worthy of us empathizing or sympathizing or being aware that this is a real circumstance. Because I think some people are just like, rich people. That's not very cool. Like, not the proper approach, okay? In my opinion, in my humble opinion, that's just not my approach. And there's a child aboard, people. There's a child aboard. Like, what? They literally, okay? There was like, what is it, 4 adults and the 5th is a child because a pair that's in there was a father and son. And if it really was his stepdad, oh my goodness, like that's awkward. That poor thing. Oh my gosh. Like maybe they were working on like repairing their relationship or building a relationship. Like that's beautiful. Love that. Love dads who are dads. Okay. Love that. But you could dad in a whole different way than being like, let's risk it all to go under the water and look at a boat that we might not even get to see, that we probably won't get to see because most of them don't get to see it. And when they do, it's out of a little porthole that they're going to fight over. Literally, if you're just going down there to look out the tiniest little porthole in the darkness to be like, yes, there it is. There's the Titanic. It's down there. Everybody said it was down there. There it is. It's down there. Okay? I don't know. Maybe don't risk your life. Like, that's why we have machines for that. Okay? Let's let AI and technology take care of that crap. Like it should, right? That's where we should be using the AI and the technologies for this kind of stuff. Because, first of all, the pressure under there is immense. Immense. Okay, so you guys might be wondering, who's aboard, okay? So I guess it's like the CEO of the company itself. Oh my goodness. The father and child, he's a Pakistani businessman. There's a British businessman. There's a French explorer. Oh my goodness. And then, again, as I stated, the CEO. And I get it. To us broke people, the poor, right? We could just not even imagine. I mean, at least I couldn't. It just seems like a lot. It's a whole lot. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like this one. I appreciate that. You know what? I thank you very much. People have been so kind about the paintings lately, and even like the compliments on my hair. You guys are the best. And I've done nothing with my hair lately. Y'all are crazy. I've just been letting it go. I think that's part of it. It's like I've just been letting it go wild, and people are like, I really like your hair. And I'm like, thank you. It's just crazy right now, and I'm letting it heal. Or like the paintings. They're looking good. It's good stuff lately. It's warm up here. Is it toaster oven in my upstairs? Okay. Yeah, so I'm sure that we're probably like, we couldn't even imagine this, right? But to these people, that's like chump change. That's like chump change. They're like, oh, it's fine. It's hardly anything to them to be able to go do something like this. They probably look at it like a theme park ride, right? Like they're like, ooh, this is fun. Let's do human stuff, right? So my concern is that it sounds like a scam. It sounds like a scam to me because they're like, listen, we're going to go on X amount of trips, but we're not even going to make it. Most of the time, we're not going to make it. We might not even show up. We might not even go. That's what they tell these people. They're like, listen, you're about to give me your whole life savings for, some of these people. They'll do that. Like, so they'll do that, okay? Some of these people, they'll do that. And they might not even get to see it. They might not even get to see it. That's wild to me. I just couldn't imagine paying all that money and being like, well, too bad, we gave it a shot, right? Like, who's to say they just don't want to go that day? So they're like, nah, the winds aren't good. What? No, that's too big of a risk. See, no. When I just feel like you have to, again, for them, maybe it's nothing, but you gotta weigh the risks. Aw, thank you so much. Always take care of yourselves and your families first, but thank you guys so much for donating. That's so sweet. Hi, Days, Waffle House. Making me hungry for lunchtime. I appreciate you so much. Oh, it's like your guys' lunchtime, huh? Probably not. It's probably in the middle of the night for you. I'm not sure, though. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, so I just feel bad because, like, again, this is a father and a son on there. And if it is a stepfather, like, ooh, again, that could lead for a really uncomfortable circumstance. Like, and again, the fact that people were like watching this story and like counting down the hours, that kind of really wigged me out for a hot minute. I was like, what? People are so weird. Humans are so weird. Why are you doing this? Why are you counting down the hours for them? This is a weird circumstance. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's strange to me. Why? These poor people are in a horrible circumstance and the world is watching with bated breath for the final moment. That's sick. It feels really sick. Pardon me. Well, I grabbed my tissue that I never seem to have. I need to just put a box of tissues by my chair. It's official, okay? There's no super cute outfit of the day today. I look like a sailor, though, I think. I should have got my sailor hat. I apologize for not being properly prepared. Okay. Yeah, I cannot imagine. And did you see what it takes to steer this thing? Holy crap. Yeah. That alone should have sent people out the door. That alone would have been like, oh, you're using an Xbox controller. I'm good. Thanks. Whoa. Okay. I'm good. Questionable. It looked like a one of those like trucks, like Tonka trucks or whatever, and you have like the controller for it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And even some professionals were like, we saw that controller and that was it for us. We were like, whoop, reverse it out the door. Thank you very much. Like, we'll go hang gliding. We'll go skydiving. It's just curious when we're hearing so much more. I don't know. I noticed a pattern where because of the aliens, people think as above, so below, right? So aliens above, aliens below. They must be below, right? Because as above, so below, right? Some people feel this way. So people are saying, we don't even know what's in under our feet, in the waters. Well, that's true. We really don't know what's under there. We don't know that, there's a large portion that's unexplored. And then they said that there's more water inside the earth than on the whole of the outside of the earth. Did you hear about that one? So it's like, we're living in a bubble inside a bubble, inside a bubble, inside a bubble, inside a bubble. Just hope it don't pop, okay? Just hope. Oh, sorry. You know what? I have to. We have to giggle and lighten the mood, or we would go bonkers. I swear. Okay, so they're using this little controller to steer this thing, this boat subboat. You can't even say like submarine because it's like questionable. That's a van. That's a van for the water, which you would think is a sub, but subs don't hold that many people. Okay, yeah, it's amazing. I would pray that obviously they're okay and they're still alive. I would pray that the outcome is like some Hail Mary miracle that they're like, oh, it just ended up floating back to the top. The door busted open, and for the last 2 days, something's been smacking against the wall for the last half an hour, and that's that. Like, that would be ideal. That would be the best outcome, is for, like, again, some Hail Mary that saved them all, right? But what's being reported now is that there's no Hail Mary at the end of this story, right? Which, what did people expect when following a story about a tragic lost love that is only having 20 hours, and everybody's waiting like every second of the 20 hours? Like, they're literally refreshing, refreshing, refreshing. And I get that, like, people get into this stuff, but good golly, y'all, I can't. It would stress my giant chungy wongy heart out, okay? It would stress it out. I don't know. I don't know how people do this to themselves. I don't know why they do this to themselves. What is wrong with humans? Like, that we enjoy so much torturous things. Ugh. Not me personally, but I'm just saying. It's weird. Okay. Yeah, that would be the ideal thing, okay? Size of a small bus, 5 people inside this thing. And they said that it was 17 bolts from the outside. 17 bolts from the outside that they have to shut, lock them down, and send it out, right? And don't get me wrong, like, I'm not someone that's so against adventure seeking behaviors. I'm not someone who's so against fun, spontaneous, very risky behaviors. Sometimes, I would go hang gliding. I want to put on one of those squirrel suits and go. Like, you best believe if I get close to a mountain and I had one of those squirrel suits on, I would accidentally fall off. I would be like, whoops, and like just be like, wee, and like, that would be that, okay? And people would be like, you don't even know how to, and I'd be like, it's fine. Double backflip, barrel roll, like, totally fine, okay? That would be me. All for it. But when it comes to, like, going down below, when you know the pressure is no good, and the more, like, you go further, the just increased chances are fatality, right? Like, I don't know. And maybe, who am I, the squirrel wings, they might not even deploy, and then I will be in the same position. So who am I to talk? But I'll just say it. 17 bolts from the outside. And by the way, not to always pick on Elon, but pardon me, Mr. Elon Musk, where was you? Okay? When these little boys got trapped down a cave, you were all like, let's get the boys! Let's get the boys! But these grown adults are down here in a tube, and you can't, what? You can't go help them out, Elon? You can't play Tony Stark for this one? Why? Why? Why didn't you get in one of your, like, man-made subs? You know you own one. Come on. You know he does. I'm gonna look it up right now, because I know he does. He's got to own a sub. If he was out there trying to save them boys, okay? Come on, Elon, where were you? Why didn't you help with this one? You knew? He likes the challenge. He likes the time limit. I'm just saying. Where you at? So, and yeah, people basically all around the world were watching and just, again, waiting for that time. That's weird to me. So I guess let it be a lesson that the wealthy will not even save their own if able. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the lesson is. Maybe don't take too high risks, I suppose. If it's too high of a risk and little reward. I don't know. No bueno. But I do feel awful, for the families that are involved, for anyone connected to it. Oh my goodness, that's so sad. Oh, he's beefing with Zaki? Is he? I could see that. You would think that they would be friends. You would think they would all be friends, but they're probably all like, Papa. That's pretty much what it is. It's a Papa. I have more than you, so you must sit down. And he's like, but... I'm giggling about Elon Musk. I'm not giggling about the circumstance. But this circumstance, it is really strange. It's a rather strange situation, circumstance, really weird story. Like, this is why we shouldn't watch the news, okay? Because the news, this is the stuff you get from the news. this stuff. And they're worried about YouTubers. And they say that YouTubers are the problem. Oh my goodness golly. Oh my goodness golly. You tortured people for 20 hours with that story. 20 hours, okay? What? It's like, first of all, they're going to have the tragedy connected to the Titanic in the first place, and they're all going to be like, my heart will go on, and wonder why Jack had to die. Okay, 1 second. Ha ha ha, I'm steaming. Just 1 minute, Bubby. Okay, so there's going to be trauma connected to that, the Titanic, whatever. Some people love the movie. Then there's going to be this whole circumstance as well. I guess the one positive is that maybe this company will stop. That would be the one positive, I think. 1 moment. Because I know he's just going to sit right outside that door. What is with these two? I told you it's summertime. Summer. It's the summertime. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't already, please do hit the like. It's free. It really helps. I know that hearing it, people might have like some defiance and they're like, just because she said it, I'm not going to hit it. Well, let's just try and change that for today. Okay, let's just try for once and hit the like instead of thinking, oh, I cannot believe she asked me to do this. Just do it right quickly. So that would be better, right? Wouldn't that be helpful? Awesome. Okay. Thank you all for joining me. You're so amazing. We were just talking about the whole Titanic, this little submarine named Titan. And now the information that's coming out, it's not looking very good. It's not looking very good. And again, the fact that so many watch this story with bated breath is kind of weird to me. Again, it's just really bizarre to my brain that people were watching it like over and over, checking to see what would happen when they dang well knew what was going to happen. Everyone knew what would happen. Oh, that's so awesome. Hi, everybody. Hi, Frank. I so appreciate that. You guys are the best. So, again, maybe just because they're wealthy, we shouldn't be like, oh, it's no big deal. It is a big deal. This is a very unfortunate situation. And just because they chose to use their money on that, whatever, let them use their money on whatever they want to use it on. Even if that means sticking themselves in a sardine can that can hardly withstand a lick of nothing. Jeez, if the wind blew, that thing could have just, like, you know what I mean? But they did that, okay? And they were well aware of the risks. So we can still feel for these people just because they got mucho money. Doesn't mean we should just be like, oh my goodness, it's no big deal. It does still matter, okay? And I just feel like that's an important point to make. And just because people like me, the plebeians, the lepores, okay, just because I could never fathom doing something like that in my life, again, not for me, wouldn't do it. I would much rather yeet myself and do the squirrel thing with those suits and be a flying squirrel for a day and just go down a whole mountain range. Like, I would be fine with that, okay? Do that in a heartbeat. Jump on a plane, sure, let's do it. Jump off a cliff, jump off a bridge. I've done bridge jumping. Love that, okay? I really do. All for it. But you just gotta be aware of the risks. Oh yeah, who knows? That's curious, actually. I do have thoughts on that. That's enough. 1 moment.
Hi.
I just love that. Okay, for those of you who don't know, that's me, Minnie, Mimi Amor, the king. It's summer, so, you know, it's gonna happen. Da 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 da. Boop. It's not meant to be a bit in my streams, but apparently it is, and we love it. Because the kitty and the king love attention, and that's great. Love them so much. And if they weren't so gosh darn cute, you know, it would make it a lot easier to just be like, guys, stop being so selfish with my time. Okay? No, you know I'm always gonna put the king first. So I'm not even apologizing this time. Alrighty. This seems like a scam to me. It's no bueno. It's no good. I don't like it. They are like, you can still take advantage of a millionaire. You know this, right? You can still take advantage of a billionaire. Like, just because they had enough wits about them to have this much money in their life doesn't mean they're smart enough to not, like, know how to properly hold on to it, okay? Some of these people, they don't know how to hold on to their money. They will just let the quickest, nearest succubus suck half their money right from them, And then incubus, succubus, whatever, okay? Pick your flavor. But this will happen. Just because they are wealthy doesn't mean they're the most clever thing. Doesn't mean they're always going to do the smartest thing with their money. Just saying, okay? I don't know. I do find it very curious, though. Okay, so for those of you who didn't hear the beginning part, we were talking about how this little submarine was named Titan. And recently, we've been hearing more about how now Venus might be habitable and Mars is habitable and them wanting to go to space. And I just thought it was curious that Titan is the name of, I believe, Jupiter's moon. And I was meant to double check that. I'm pretty sure it's Jupiter. If I'm wrong, do correct me though. Okay, so the way that things are coming out and coming about is very curious to me. My brain is very accustomed to pattern recognition. So when I see something pop up again and again and again, it's like, bing, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. Like, the universe is trying to tell us something, and we should be aware of this, right? That's okay. You can believe that space does or does not exist. Either way, this is still the same. Everything still stands, okay? Whether you believe in it, whether you don't, what's occurring is still the same, right? Is that the masses are being led to believe that certain things are happening, whether they are or are not, right? Like, why have we not been back to the moon? Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We just wanted to go. We just wanted to, shoot something at it and ring it like a bell. We just wanted to make it jingle and see what would happen. And what happened? It rung for like days. Wasn't it for like days? Meaning what? Yeah, it's probably all fake. Have you not seen the Truman Show? Do you think I am the dumb? Would I be sitting here talking to you about all of this if I was the dumb? Give me some credit, y'all. I'm blind, but damn. Jeez. Anyways, people watch all over the world as this ish happened, and it just blows my mind. People are so curious. And again, yeah, let it be a lesson. Those who can still won't. That could be like the whole thing. The more you know. Even the rich don't give a... Even the rich won't save their own. Like, you know what? Most of the wealthy dudes were probably like, oh, God, that guy was such a jerk at parties. So glad I won't have to deal with that anymore. And they're, like, genuinely, I'm still, like, all with their families. I feel so bad about the families. I know, right? That's why I'm like, you guys, to each their own. You don't know. I think we're, like, in a simulation, okay? Like, you could tell me whatever. That's fine. I think that there could be, like, multi-dimensional beings. I think that aliens are possible. Why not? Shalom. Namaste. Ni hao. Bonjour. Aloha. Darn it. Why did you do that? Now I'm going to have to think of how many more I can think of. Okay. I just thought it was curious, okay? For me, again, with a brain that likes to notice patterns, it was strange to me because I'm like, Titan, okay, we're hearing a lot about this Titan, right? And Titans, exactly, what are Titans? Giants, right? And what are giants? The Nephilim. And what are the Nephilim? Oh my gosh. Okay. And what do you think is really going on with this guy? Obviously, I'm obviously of the mindset that our star system is either, if it were to be in this manner, is either a binary or a trinary star system, okay? And whether you think that means we don't have planets out there, whether you think that means, only this exists, again, that's fine. This is still going to go with everything, okay? And that's what I love about it. Because you don't have to have the galaxy to have a black hole sun. You don't have to have the galaxy to know that they just told you there's more water inside the earth than on the outside of it. On the whole of the outside, there's more water on the inside. How do you think that is? Bubble inside bubble inside bubble inside bubble. How else will this work? We are like the SpongeBob, okay? And we're living in the treehouse with standy cheeks. That's all you need to know. However you look at it, that's your flavor. That's fine. But I'm open to all points of view. You guys obviously can see that. I have a curious brain. I like to entertain what can be, what couldn't be, what is. And I'm curious. I'm a curious cat. I appreciate you guys all so much for joining me. Please don't forget to hit the like. It's free. And now we're going to do some more connections when it comes to all these strange things that are going on, because we're going to talk about, yes, the very fun part for just a bit longer. DNA, woohoo! And the CRISPR and RNA and all the things that have been going on with that, as well as we were talking about how Neuralink went through. All of that's going on. So we have DNA advancements and telling us there's Earth-like planets all over the place, that aliens are now landing, but they're not aliens, y'all. They could be demons. They could be humans. Who knows? They could, like, literally after that movie, who knows? Maybe they're humans from Mars, you know? Maybe they're humans from Mars from the future, and they're like, listen, we did an oopsie. Never know. Okay, but one of the most curious things I did see recently is, get this, the evidence is building that dark matter is made of what? Axions. Okay. Sometimes I forget that people don't understand all the physics and the stuff that goes with it. Okay. I get frustrated because I'm like, let's just go nerd out for a second. But I cannot. Obviously, our field of sight matters, right? Okay. And I do believe that things can exist outside of our sight, right? We only get a spectrum of light because that's all our 3 colored cones in our eyeballs can handle, okay? Did you know a mantis gets 16 color cones in their eyes? 16! What colors are they seeing? I'm so jealous of a mantis, okay? But I was visited by a mantis once in my dreams. So maybe I shouldn't be so jealous after all. But listen, I do believe that things could exist outside of our vision, our light spectrum, because they say, what, 93% of our reality is actually missing? We only see with our eyes a small percent? This is true. Okay, so the idea, if dark matter is made of axions, only furthers this truth that, yeah, there could be other beings in this world being all like Homer in the bushes, but that's like their real life all the time. Could you imagine just being able to be like, boop, now I'm gone. Like, could you imagine? That would be crazy, right? Who knows? Maybe some humans can. Halfers. That's why we got all these movies like Degenerate or like Divergent or The Hunger Games. Why? Because some of y'all are not like the other. One of these things are not like the other, right? Which one do you think it is? Who knows? I bet you South Park isn't right this time. It's not going to be the Mormons for this one. Sorry, Mormons. It's okay, you guys. One of my best friends is Mormon, and that's not even a joke. That's the reality of it. Anyways. We're having too much fun now. See? I told you I've been feeling better. Anyways. Let's get to the dark matter. We're hearing more that this is true, okay? So that goes with the whole idea of light spectrum. And it's saying that our universe is clumpy. What a strange word to define the universe. That is the strangest. Clumpy. Think of. I don't like that. I don't like it clumpy. We're not a freaking rude. Acting like we're some cotton candy up in this. Uh-oh. I think I've got to go in a moment. Quite soon. Okay, so it is saying that, yes, this is true. And the way that the light exhibits and... Oh my goodness, this is important. The point is, okay, is that we're seeing significant breakthroughs in like many different areas, okay? We're seeing breakthroughs in DNA and biotechnology, and they want to change your DNA. They want to make you superhuman. Why? Because they're destroying our atmosphere. Why? So something else could live in our atmosphere. What else would need to live in our atmosphere that would need our atmosphere to accommodate it? Weird, right? Could it be the aliens above or below? Or is it the demons in between? I don't know. You would think the humans were enough, but it's not. Because that's not how this game is played. It is like we're living in Jumanji. That's how it feels. Like the dice is just rolled and that's what we get. One year it's killer wasps that are the size of your foot. The next year it's demon kangaroos. Okay, so I have 10 minutes. Yes, and you guys know I've been talking so much about the DNA because why? They want to fix all these people with what? The simple things, you simpletons, silly thing. Remember when there was that big push for like, you have the ADHD, you have the whatever this is, right? It's a simple fix. You have the OCD. But guys, chill out. We have the cure. We can snip your DNA, input this DNA, and now you're all better. We fixed it. Mwah. The problem, she is saved. Okay, now for those of you who are screaming on the inside thinking that I do not believe in the ADHD, hi, I'm Daisy. I have the ADHD. I believe in it. It exists, right? But I don't believe that it exists to the amount that they say. I think that they could have encouraged or even created part of this thing where all of a sudden our youth, how does this happen? How do you think? Maybe because the food you eat, maybe because what you're ingesting, maybe because they got a whole bunch of people hooked on a whole lot of horrible. Now my parents, thank the Lord, I just got the genetic straw of luck, okay? But I'm just saying, listen, they created this problem, reaction, solution. This is what we're getting. So they're like, okay, there's all these problems. We can come in. We're going to fix your DNA. You're all broken. First of all, you're not broken. You're beautiful. And I love you. And you don't ever feel that way by yourself. If you're like, oh, I have the ADHD, maybe I need to go get a CRISPR, fix my DNA, and be a better person. Stop it. Stop it. You need to accept yourself for who you are, understand that you are wired differently, and that's okay. It's okay. We can prove that these things exist, okay? We have the ability to show via brain scans when one brain is a little different, right? And again, I cannot say it enough. It's okay. It's all right. Yes. So if they cause all these problems, they say, okay, don't worry, we have the cure. They come in with the cure. They're going to cut up and snip and boop, 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 your DNA. And then Mr. Beast comes out and he's like, I'm going to cure all these blind people. And they're like, but your name's Mr. Beast. And he's like, yeah, but I'm like, blah, not like, you know? And they're like, oh, okay, let's all go get fixed with our blindness. Woo! You know? It's just interesting because, of course, he's going to encourage people, of course, our youngers, to look into this and be like, well, Mom, if I was only born with 50% of my eyeball, why can't I go see Mr. Beast and get my eyeball fixed? Mom, why can't I get me eyes fixed? Oh, well, we're not millionaires, Timmy. Sorry. Like, suck it up. I don't know what to tell you. We all have our issues. Okay, basically the point being is unmet expectations that cannot be fulfilled by regular schmegula everyday people. But much like the television and everything else that they wanted in your home, I'm sure they'll make it free soon enough. Don't worry, because now all of a sudden we're starting to hear about the cure for cancer. Can you believe in our lifetime the cure for cancer? You know, who knew? What a time to be alive, right? How lucky are we to be alive in such a time? Oh my goodness. It's like they had it all along. Curious. That's another thing. They're saying that this DNA, fixing all this, altering all that, these things could cure cancer. You guys, don't you know? I don't know. The timing of all this, the story alone about the Titan and the submarine and the whole circumstance and the world watching as the circumstance unfolded, it all really blew my mind. It all really took me back a minute. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please do. It takes 2 seconds. Just stretch your finger. Appreciate you. You trust me. There's no place like home but here, okay? This is your second home. And we're so glad to have you. It's where you belong, okay? And Maybe if you don't want to accept, then maybe you don't belong, and that's okay too. Medicine for medicine, right? Medicine for medicine to get off medicine, to get off your medicine. So don't forget to take your medicine. But don't worry, soon you won't even have to take medicine because we're all going to upload ourselves to the cloud. And instead of saying amen, we'll say Elon Musk. That's a joke. I do got to get running though, you guys. I hope that I can stream again later today. The king is turning a royal age of 8, and I am going to throw the best birthday because I'm that mom. And we're having a real life Mario Kart race. So I may or may not have 4 race cars showing up. I found them on the side of the road, okay? But they have their cords and everything, so let's hope it all works. Okay, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. We'll talk more about this soon. I'll make more of the connections with the Titan, but just think about it, okay? I know you guys are so brilliant, so intelligent. Use your God-given brains, because God loves you, and he gave you a brain for a reason, and you're so smart. And no matter what you believe, don't ever think that, I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it, right? No matter what you believe. Don't be shy. I'm curious. I like looking into all things. And if I'm ever wrong and you know it or you believe me to be wrong, again, please tell me. I'm open to conversation. I encourage different mindsets and I'm all for it, okay? The world would be so boring if we were all just blep saying the same things. That bores me, okay? And I get bored easily. That's a joke. Let's look at this real quick one more time. Thank you guys for just giving me a chance, a little tiny bit of your time. I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. Yeah. And for those of you that didn't know, I'm an artist. I'm also a single mom who loves my kid more than anything. And he's just my world, my love, my life. And yeah, we're about to have the best 8th birthday ever. And I'm super excited because who else gets to do like real Mario Kart? I don't know. It should be fun. I guess I should make them sign a waiver at the door, huh? Might be something I have to look into. But tell your loved ones you love them. You don't need an excuse, okay? Genuinely. And I really do feel like the numbers are going to keep growing. I really feel like we're ready. We're ready. I'm ready. I know that it's me that needed to be ready. You guys have always been ready, but it's our time. Okay, we got this. Yeah, just be kind to one another. And thank you so much again for donating. Always take care of yourselves and your families first. And I genuinely mean that because I genuinely care. When you're happy, I'm happy, and the world can go around. Okay? I'll see you guys soon. Bye.